Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress. It was like the organizers of the 2018 European Championships did not want any publicity for the tournament, because they organized it at the same time, in the same weeks as the Candidates Tournament. Yes, the chess calendar is very full, but it's still surprising that they could not find another slot for this quite important tournament. It was held from the 16th till the 29th of March 2018 in Batumi in Georgia. Beautiful picture there. It was a very strong event with 135 grandmasters participating, but no elite players. Some of them, of course, were in the Candidates Tournament, but other European elite players also did choose not to play because they are used to very nice conditions, and the conditions, financial conditions in this European Championships were not great. Vasily Ivanchuk was the biggest name. He doesn't really care too much about money, but he finished in 33rd place after winning 6 games out of 11, but also losing 3. It was the Croatian Grandmaster Ivan Saric who won the tournament. This is the top 10. Saric won with 8.5 points out of 11 games, and we see 7 players there with 8 out of 11. A few names there that we recognize from the Tata Steel tournament from January. Gawain Jones, who was a piece up against Magnus Carlsen. Maxim Matlakov, the Russian Grandmaster, who also played in the top group of Tata Steel. And Anton Korobov from Ukraine, who almost won the Challengers group in Tata Steel. The bottom 2 names there have 7.5 out of 11, and actually there were a total of 24 players with that score, 7.5 points out of 11. It's a small miracle that Ivan Saric ended on his own on 8.5, so that there were no tie breaks needed. A few facts about the winner. Ivan Saric is 27 years old and was taught chess by his father at age 5. He has been a Grandmaster for 10 years and was the Croatian champion in 2009 and 2013. He's very famous for beating Magnus Carlsen in the 2014 Olympiad, and he can do more than chess. In 2013 he graduated with a bachelor's degree in computer science from the University of Split. Smart guy. He lives in Omish with his wife and his daughter. Saric played his most beautiful game midway the tournament on the 21st of March against his countryman Bosiocic, and I apologize to any Croatian viewers for butchering these names. I've tried to learn how to pronounce them, but I know I'm not doing a very good job. Let's have a look at the game. Saric is white. He played e4 and c5, the Sicilian from his opponent. Knight f3, e6, d4, c takes, knight c6, knight c3, queen c7, bishop e3. We follow a theoretical line which has been played many times before. a6 from Bosiocic, queen d2, preparing castling queenside. Knight f6. There goes the king to the queenside. Bishop b4, f3. Castling, kingside, opposite castling. This always guarantees an interesting battle. g4, b5. Both players advance on the side where the opponent's king is. g5, and the knight goes to h5. As I said, it is a theoretical variation which has been played many times before, but not every black player will like to play this. The knight on h5 is out of play and will be targeted by the white pieces, as we'll see. King b1, and black here wants to play knight to e5, but he can not do that straight away. If he plays knight e5, then there is knight c takes b5. Lots of tactics here. Both queens are attacked, but this is good for white. The tactics work out well for white, so knight e5 cannot be played. That's why Bosiocic plays rook b8 to prepare knight e5. But Saric does not allow him to play that move. He takes the knight. D takes, f4, c5, bishop e2, g6 to protect the knight, but white takes it and ruins black's pawn structure, black's defense around his king. G takes and f5. Saric keeps going forward. Bishop b7, and g6. White really doesn't hang about and goes straight for an attack on the black king. Black has enough defensive resources, but as we know, attacking is easier than defending. Bosiocic took on g6, f takes, and here the best move that was not played is h takes g6. By the way, for this analysis I make use of the newspaper column from the Dutch international master Gert Lichterink. After h takes g6, white can attack with queen g2, but then there is bishop takes c3, and you cannot take with check as an in-between move, because then that bishop that is on c3 will interpose on g7. So that would be a blunder. So after bishop takes c3 you have to take back with the b pawn, and then queen g7 to protect the g6 pawn. Rook hg1, rook bd8, and black is holding on for the moment. For example, white cannot take on g6 now. That would be a huge blunder again. Let's have a look. Queen takes g6 is refuted by rook takes d1 check. And of course you cannot take that rook, because then your queen is hanging. And if after rook takes d1 you go with your king to b2, then there is rook takes g1, and again black wins here. All of this started by playing after f takes g6, h takes g6, which was a better move. But Bosiocic took on c3 first. And now Saric has an in-between move, g takes h7 check, king takes, and only then taking back on c3. The pawn on e4 is unprotected and Bosiocic takes it, wins a pawn. But this position is not really about winning pawns, it's about surviving the attack on the black king. The rook is hanging, so rook hg1 was played, and here Bosiocic should have played bishop g6 to set up a proper defense around his king. Then bishop c1 is a move, with the idea to bring the queen to e3 and set up this battery. But black plays queen g7 and has set up a solid defense around his king. But after rook hg1, Bosiocic did not play bishop g6, he played rook f5, and that's a bad move. Black must have missed white's next move. Rook f5 does not really do anything to protect the black king. Maybe he felt he needed to protect the pawn on c5, which was attacked twice, but that's an unimportant pawn. It's really about providing cover for his king on h7. His open king, the king does not have much protection at all. Bishop c1 is maybe the move that Bosiocic had missed, and the point of this move is that white is now threatening queen e3. And it's already so bad for black that there is no defense here. White wins in all variations. But of course it's complicated, so he still has to show how he can win. Rook f3 was played by Bosiocic, attacking the white queen, and the queen moved to d2, setting up that battery, and now queen h6 is a checkmate threat. Mate in 1 is threatened. King h8 by Bosiocic, and now a very nice move from white. b2, b3, with the idea to attack black's king with bishop b2, attacking on that diagonal. Very nice move, b3. Rook bf8, bringing another defender closer to black's king. But to no avail. Here comes queen h6 check. And if you interpose the queen, which was not played, then there is bishop b2 check, which is winning. All black can do is interpose his pieces on the long diagonal. e5, bishop takes e5 check. Interpose the rook, and then queen takes f8 check is very nice. This rook is pinned, cannot take the queen. Queen g8 is the only move, and then checkmate. So that after queen h6 check and then interposing the queen. That doesn't work. Bishop h7 was played, it doesn't work either, because of a wonderful move. If you have not seen this move yet, and you want to have a look, put the video on hold. White plays a move that made black resign on the spot. The move that Saric played here is rook d1 to d7. A wonderful move to deflect Black's queen. Black resigned here. Let's first look why another move does not work. Why it does work, but not as quick. Instead of rook d7, you could think of bishop b2 check. White is still winning, but not as quickly as in the other variation. e5 then has to be played, and if you then play rook d7, the other way around, then there is rook f1 check from Black. You have to play rook d1, and you still have to work for your win. After rook f1 check, you can not take that rook, because then there is rook takes f1 check, bishop c1, and that rook on d7 gets lost, and it is Black who wins this game of chess. So back to the move that was played in the game, rook d7, Black resigned here. There's a checkmate threat on h7, and if you take the rook, the queen is deflected, because now bishop b2 check leads to a forced checkmate. You can only interpose a rook, and then we get a variation that we already saw, queen f8 check. The rook is pinned. All you can do is interpose the bishop, and then queen takes g8 is checkmate. Wonderful attacking win from Ivan Saric, the new European champion 2018. He made it look easy. He just went forward, and then suddenly there was a winning combination. But I'm pretty sure that if you and I try to play this way, then something will go wrong along the way. Saric made it look easy. And I have a chess book to give away. In the last video I said put in a message underneath the video, and then you will be in the draw to win the chess book. The chess book, The Hyper Accelerated Dragon by Raja Panchwani. I put all the names in a hat and took one name out, and A. Hofer came out as the winner. He sent a message about his 4-year-old son playing chess. So A. Hofer, you can now teach your son The Hyper Accelerated Dragon. And I have one more book to give away. These books are made available by my sponsor, the Mind Game Shop. The link to the Mind Game Shop is in the description box. Please click on it. That would be great, and even better if you could order something from them. They have books on mind games, and many books are on chess. This book, The Yearbook of Chess Wisdom. I'm reading the back. In this book, the author addresses 366, one for each day of the year, intriguing chess topics which could be of interest to any chess fan, regardless of their playing level. For example, are you still there? Yes. IQ and chess skills, talent versus hard work, how many games to play per year, rating inflation. What does your chess tell about your personality? Are women underrated or overrated? And so on and so on. So a very interesting book. Peter Zvanov is the writer. The Yearbook of Chess Wisdom, and then you can win it. All you need to do is put in a comment underneath the video. Any comment will do. You can give me feedback on my videos. It doesn't even have to be a positive comment. You will be in the draw, and I will pick out the winner and will announce the winner in the next video. And thank you to Bram B for his very generous donation on PayPal. Bram says, Rick, always enjoying your Chess to Impress channel. Greetings from the Netherlands. Thank you very much, Bram. This headset, this microphone I have on my head, is on its last legs, so I need to buy a new one, and your donation really helps. If you would like to support the channel, the link to PayPal is in the description box. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel. Please leave a comment. You'll be in the draw then to win this book, The Yearbook of Chess Wisdom by Peter Zvanov. You also may want to check out my Chess to Progress channel. The link is in the description box. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.